Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up the chin. Who throws it down? Minkler. Good ball fake. Gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane. Double pump.
There it is.
Cut! Another!
Hey,
Another! And it's a steal by Soden to the rim. He's got the layup and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives. Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Big guys shoot twos.
Step back. Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline. Castic way. Double pump. Shot up and in. Up and in. Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal. Mike is going to run up the court. Justin Gorham with you, getting set for the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Appropriate that it's these two teams that meet up in the final round. Both teams captured the top two seeds after one-loss regular seasons. St. Thomas suffered their only defeat against Conant back on December the 21st and have been lights out ever since. Conant won the first 17 games on the schedule before dropping the regular season finale against Kearsarge. They got their revenge in the semifinal with a win over the Cougars. So both teams very well coached by Eric Saucier in Conant's case and Dave Morissette for St. Thomas. So this one, most likely, going to be very tight throughout and should be a good game down the stretch.
It kind of feels like after seeing both these teams play that it will be a close game. I was trying to find ways to break it down to where one team had a bigger advantage than the other, but I don't think so. The only advantage I might give, slight advantage, would be in coaching. I know Eric Saucier's been around for a long time. He's a really good high school coach, but experience is on the side of Dave Morissette and his college-level experience as well as high school. So it's going to be a challenge for Conant, but I look forward to it. I kind of want to see what happens. You know, basketball's fun, right? We've had some fun already today so far. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier we saw the championship for Division III girls. It was settled by an 11-point difference. The winner was Kearsarge over Hopkinton as the Cougars on the ladies' side capture their first championship in 22 years. Meanwhile, in the case of the St. Thomas boys, it's been 42 years since they last held the trophy. That was back in 1982.
That's a long time. I was still in high school then, Nick. I had hair.
I was not born yet.
You were not. I'm old. But again, I had luscious blonde surfer hair then. Can you imagine that? I had feathering going on. It was a whole thing. It was awesome.
Yeah. I can definitely picture it.
Yeah. Most people can't.
Conant, meanwhile, they've been the staple for a long time in Division III in the early 2000s. At one point, won 4 in a row. On and off success at the championship level in the 2010s. Their last title came in 2019, and it's the Orioles' first trip to the big stage since.
Might be time, sometimes maybe move up. They've been very successful at Division III. Maybe challenge themselves, move up a level. You can petition to do that, I believe. It's based all about numbers and how many students you have, but you can petition to go up. Trinity has petitioned to go up for years, obviously, and they maintain, in basketball, Division I, and they're a very small school. So, I don't know. St. Thomas used to be Division II. Might be time for Conant to, broaden their horizons a little bit and see what happens at the next level.
Of course, their dominant reign was broken up by a three-peat from Guilford, which again stretched in 2021-22 and last year. Conant knocked them off as the 9 seed in the quarterfinal round this year. And then defeated, as we mentioned, Kearsarge 35-30 back on Tuesday night. St. Thomas, they look good over Muskoma Valley in the semifinals on their way to a 19-point blowout, 57-38. All right, big floor, as we know, here at Keene State College. We have 3 officials, so the variables are many, Justin. But in your mind, what does this one come down to? Give us some keys both ways.
Well, I'm always curious, obviously, to see how teams react and players react individually to a championship situation. What kind of nerves? How long is it going to take them to get past the nerves? Is it after you make your first basket? Will a team decide to press? And how will the other team handle the press? And you want to make sure that your best players stay out of foul trouble. St. Thomas has a size advantage. Will they take advantage of that size and go inside? They run a really nice flex offense where you get easy baskets on that baseline cut, whereas Conant likes to push the ball, I think, a little bit, so we'll see maybe a pace differential, which I look forward to. I like pace. I'm a big fan of getting up and down. I'm just curious to see how the players come out and react to being here for the first time.
Let's go down courtside for the introduction of the starting lineups.
For tonight's NHIAA Division III Boys Basketball State Championship game featuring the Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas High School and the Orioles of Conant High School. Let's take the starting lineups for tonight's game. For St. Thomas, number 3, Andy Santera. For Conant, number 3, Danny Hodgson. For St. Thomas, number 10, Cole McClure. For Conant, number 5, Jared Nagel. For St. Thomas, number 14, James Allen. For Conant, number 12, Blaine LeClaire. For St. Thomas, number 21, William Malika. For Conant, number 15, Jordan Nagel. For St. Thomas, number 23, Carson Cooperwood. For Conant, number 22, Ben Sawyer. Now let's meet the coaches. The head coach for the Saints, David Morissette. The head coach for the Conant Orioles, Eric Saucier. Tonight's officials for this game are Rob Standicki, Kyle Averill, and William Dapkus. At this time, we'd ask if you'd all please rise and remove your caps if able for the playing of our national anthem.
Here we go. The 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III Championship game. Here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Top seed Conant. Down there on the floor, Eric Saucier, the head coach in the middle of that huddle. And then St. Thomas led by former collegiate head coach Dave Morissette. Number 1 versus number 2. Conant 17-1, earned the top seed. Had a head-to-head tiebreaker with a win over the Saints, as we mentioned back in December. They'll wear the white uniforms here. And I'd say they have a slight advantage in the crowd as well. As
a lot of orange, Nick.
Maybe 60-40 in favor
a lot of
Conant. Coming the short drive over from Jaffrey, whereas St. Thomas, they had to make the trek all the way across the state of New Hampshire from the seacoast. But there's still plenty of Saints students standing. And it looks like an athletic jersey theme over there as well. They're chanting defense as we're underway here at Keene State. Conant with the basketball, the Saints opening up defensively in a man-to-man. Here's Ben Sawyer, 6'2 junior. Going to put it on the deck. Drive cut off by the freshman defender Cole McClure. Each team featuring 5 seniors.
Offensively content to kind of pass and cut, pass and screen on the ball, roll, screen away occasionally. Very common offense these days. A lot of ball movement, a lot of cutting.
A patient opening trip, nearly 50 seconds in.
Jordan Nagel with the ball, has some bounce.
High post fadeaway, up and in. That's the 6'3 senior, one of the co-captains, and one of 3 Nagels on this Conant roster.
Nagels cubed.
Able to get the home team, the unofficial home team, on the board first. 2-0.
That was a good-looking shot, too, right from the free throw line area, pull up. Nice-looking way to start the game.
McClure, fancy move for the freshman. Little scooper off the window. Ties the game at 2.
And right away you kind of see maybe some of those nerves are gone already.
Got a blocking foul. It's going to come against the second defender, Carson Cooperwaite, 6'2 senior. Hit with the blocking foul. It's the first one either way. And it comes 85 seconds into the contest.
Got to keep our eye on foul trouble. In the semifinals, Malika, 21, had some foul trouble. He played through it and was able to kind of stay in the game, no problem. Cooperwaite, big rebounder for them. Make sure he has to stay in the game. He's got some size and some strength.
Malika had 10 points in that semifinal victory before he was hit with a technical foul for hanging on the rim, which was also his 5th personal. Meanwhile, Sawyer, strong move and finish for the junior. Conant back in front, 4-2 with 2 minutes gone by in this opening quarter.
It was a good move. He might have got bumped a little bit going to the basket as well.
Malika finds McClure, 3-pointer around the rim and out. This one tipped over to Lane LeClaire, the senior, with his first rebound.
So you can tell right away, Conant likes to push, get the ball down early, run some early offense, maybe get quick shots.
Coach Saucier, he told us, prefer to play the game in the 60s.
Yeah, he likes to get, score points, run up and down.
Here's the first turnover either way. Let's get the St. Thomas fans excited. Coach Saucier going to go to the bench here early and take Jared Nagel, the junior, off the floor. LeClaire will sit as well. We get a look at Marcus Samero, a 6'1 senior. He's the defender on the ball here. Also into the game for the first time is Dylan Adams, their tallest player at 6'4.
I'll tell you what, McClure is confident early. Very confident.
So McClure, both field goals for his team. Game tied at 4.
He played well the other night, shot pretty well. Defensively, not very big, so you might want to try and take advantage, especially on the block if you're Conant.
3 minutes gone by, first quarter. Another patient trip here for Conant as the Orioles take their time with the diagnosis.
Yeah, coach did say he likes to play fast.
Strong drive here. It's Manny Hodgson. Left it short. Malika, a contested rebound for St. Thomas.
Good rebound by Malika. Refs are letting him play a little bit. Kind of some contact going to the basket. No call.
Saints looking for their first lead. Malika, good spin move and banker.
It was. He might have got away with the travel early when he caught the ball, shuffled his feet a little bit, but a nice spin move. He is, right now, he will do that spin move quite a bit. It's very effective for him.
Able to maximize that size. 6'4", St. Thomas.
Very patient so far. Some of these shots you see in other games, they may take those open threes. They're content to move the ball around, look for a better shot.
Midway through this first quarter already. Sawyer goes by Malika to the rim.
Good move by Sawyer, another one.
His second layup ties the game at 6.
Got to get some help defense. Help has to be on that side. Got to communicate. And St. Thomas does talk on defense. They switch everything. They do a good job communicating. That time got beat baseline, and there was no help there.
Coach Saucier on his feet trying to spearhead the defensive effort, and it pays off. As the steal, Samero took it off the floor, and now it's the other way. Nagel in the lane, hangs. And off target there with that shot, Malika, his second rebound.
That was a tough shot. One of those sort of floaters down the middle. You got to find angles, right? Use the angle, gets an easier shot off the glass from the front is really tough in close.
McClure for 3.
McClure is feeling it.
7 points for the freshman who's been fearless in this first quarter. Got 9 of his team's 7.
He is feeling it.
The first 3-point lead either way on the board at 9-6.
That's a good-looking shot as well. Look inside, though. Disadvantage, he's guarding the larger Nagel, the larger, bouncier Nagel. And a couple mismatches. There's one right there inside.
3-pointer. Not there for Samero, but he follows his own miss and rips it away from Malika.
Good steal. Malika had a good rebound, too. Really good rebound.
Never saw Samero.
Sneaky.
Coming up on 2 minutes first quarter. Second try for Conant. Nagel wants it in the low post. They get it to him. One dribble, spins, fires, and misses off the side iron. A good rebound for Cooperwaith.
That was good defense. Tried to jump. Tried to turn in the air. Jump, turn in the air. That's a difficult shot to make when you're on the post.
St. Thomas trying to make it a 2-possession game. McClure has had the hot hand. Step back for the freshman. He stays hot.
Oh, my goodness. You don't see a freshman come out this hot. You
Cole
better get a hand
McClure.
up on him.
Lights out here early with 9 points. Meanwhile, ball loose. Tipped over to Sawyer. Nagel catches, goes to the rim, and finishes with the left
Good
hand.
left hand move to the basket.
The senior put it on the deck and made it look easy. Meanwhile, a quick timeout is called with 1:24 remaining in this first quarter. Pretty good pace so far through the first 6.5.
Yeah, I think so. I do think, though, Conant is sort of, they've actually slowed it down and have been a little bit more methodical offensively than I think Coach Saucier normally likes to play. The last game they played, they won, and that was a slower paced game where they ran their offense over and over again. This one tonight, though, same kind of thing. But I'll tell you what, McClure has come out. He's been very impressive early.
Yeah, he has.
Confidence. That's just pure confidence right there. Shooting well, freshman with that kind of confidence.
Looking to score the ball.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And he shot it well as well. Again, 9 points and a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor.
Yeah, he's looked good.
11-8. St. Thomas with the lead and the basketball as we march toward the final minute of this opening quarter.
He's their primary ball handler as well, too. So that means, look at him. They got to make sure you guard him, right? Get a hand up on him. Don't let him have open, easy looks.
The assignment right now falls on the junior Jared Nagel. Meanwhile, Malika been a handful all season.
Floor leader.
Senior with the basketball. McClure as we go inside of a minute. Picked up on the switch. Fadeaway is going to be waved off. It's a travel.
Got a jump stop on 2 feet. I don't know how many times we have talked about that. 2-foot jump stop. Although you can jump stop 1 foot at a time. I don't quite understand how you get called for the travel. Let's take a look.
Now that back left.
Maybe moved a little bit.
Yep.
but a very little, Nick. Very little. On the replay, the Wizard on that one, very little.
Both teams taking pretty good care of the ball here early on.
Yeah, so far, what do we have? 3 turnovers total? Oh, no, we jinxed them.
On the ground goes LeClaire, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors St. Thomas. That's got Coach Morissette up off the bench.
Good play, good hustle play.
Had a quick word with the official, William Dapish. His team off to a good start here in this first quarter, trying to make it a 2-possession game. And maybe hold for the final shot here as we're down to 20 seconds.
I mean, so far, everybody's been very patient. I would hold for the last shot as well. Get a good shot, though, right? Go at 10. Get it back to McClure. Let him attack at 10.
Down to 10 here. Wraparound pass. Malika in the corner. Three-pointer. No good. Skying rebound. Jared Nagel looking to push and beat the clock. Going to have to hurry. Finds his brother on the baseline who leaves it short. And that'll do it for the first quarter. St. Thomas looking to set the tone on both ends. A slim lead of 11-8 after one. Conant looks for a counterpunch when we come back. Second quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Start of the second quarter here in Keene. Top-seeded Conant trailing by 3 in this 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball State Championship game here in Division III. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Backdoor cut and a finish.
Great cut, great pass.
Jordan Nagel with his third field goal. He's got a team-high 6 points. The story for St. Thomas was this young man, the freshman Cole McClure, had 9 of his team's 11 through the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, that was all Cole McClure. They did a good job now trying. Don't let him catch the ball. Don't let him get any easy looks.
Trying to force him to give it up here.
The one shot he got called for a travel, he still didn't miss that shot either.
Good point. Officially, though, 4 for 4 in that first quarter. First minute of the second, he's going to come down the lane and rejected by Jordan Nagel. Loose ball corralled by LeClaire, and now the Orioles look for the lead.
Good block. I'm telling you, I've said he's bouncy. He gets off the floor quick.
Both teams with just one loss during the regular season. Conant beat St. Thomas in late December, by a score of 39-35. Meanwhile, a travel is called. Conant suffered their first and only loss on the final game of the regular season against Kearsarge.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. The last play, turnover. Had double team inside. Got to pass the ball quickly as soon as the double team comes. Don't try and force it. Have a tendency to championship games. Sometimes, you do things a little bit out of character. Right now, look how hard they're making McClure work, though, to bring the ball up the floor, try and tire him out a little bit.
They've got the lengthy defender Ben Sawyer on him, the 6'2 junior.
Got to get him out of his rhythm a little bit earlier so he doesn't continue to torch them with these open jumpers.
We've seen 3 different defenders matched up with him as well throughout this first half.
Problem is, you'll continue to do that. He gets a good screen, he's going to be open.
Malika trying to tiptoe the baseline. Leaves it for Finley DeTolo, who just came in. Underneath Cooperweight, nice move.
Nice pass inside. Good move by Cooperweight. Pump fake.
First 2 for the senior.
Stay on your feet, fellas. Stay on your feet. Don't take those fakes.
St. Thomas by 3. Nagel lost the ball. Turned over. Coach Morissette likes it. He's got a smile on his face. St. Thomas looking for their first state title since 1982.
In the flow, right? You want to be in the flow of the offense. I think Coach took him out, talked to him for a minute, get something in the flow. He forced it, right? The times that they've turned the ball over or had mistakes, they've forced it. They've been really patient so far. I think that's what Coach wants them to continue to do.
Got a 4th different defender now on McClure. That's the Orioles' Marcus Samero. Sawyer takes a seat. Meanwhile, bodies go crashing.
Yeah, flying everywhere.
And a steal by Jared Nagel. Into the front court, he's going to slow down, and Conant down 3 will look to regroup.
Yeah, no call either, guys. Went down, maybe a little push here and there. No call. Letting them play.
Jared Nagel. Leaves it for Samero up top. They're going to swing it.
Yeah, some of these wide open shots, you see other teams will take those shots more frequently.
Adams in the post, double team, poked loose and stolen. Declan Healy, who just checked in, the senior, comes up with the steal for St. Thomas. Now Moloch at it, poked loose from behind. Cooperweight on the ground, throws it out of bounds. A little helter-skelter here.
Yes,
3 minutes into this second quarter.
Chaos, baby. Not intentional chaos, but we got chaos. We got 5 turnovers, Conant, and 4 for St. Thomas, and those have kind of just been recently, too. Just a little bit out of character, kind of, again, some nerves here. I know we're in the second quarter, but guys are a little bit tight.
Got a packed gym here. Largest crowd either team has played in front of all year. Here's a block by Malika. Second try, a foul. Well, he got some basketball on that second one as well, but a little bit of body.
Not much, but a little bit of body. Good block. The first one was a great block. Let's take a look at our replay to see if he actually fouled him on the second one. First one, good block. Got his own rebound.
So Jared Nagel to the free throw line. Jordan Nagel, excuse me.
Yeah, you got to get those Nagels. There's a lot of them out there.
There's Nick. Jordan, Jaden, and Jared.
Wherever you look, there's a Nagel. That's all I'm saying.
First free throw is good. Jordan, of course, the co-captain, off to a good start in this first half with 7 points. Meanwhile, Samero is going to sit for Conant. After a brief rest, Ben Sawyer is right back on. 2-for-2 trip there for Jordan Nagel. First 2 free throws for Conant. In this first half, we have not seen St. Thomas go to the line yet.
We have not. Most of their shots have been outside, with the exception of that Cooperweight pump fake inside, and Malika had that spin move. McClure is responsible for all the other baskets, jump shots.
Malika inside, double teamed, off target. Cooperweight is right there.
There he is again. Cooperweight, offensive rebound, put back.
His second field goal. St. Thomas by 3. It's been tight throughout. In fact, 3 points, the largest lead either way. Both teams have stuck with this half-court man look defensively.
Yeah, Conant staying very patient, trying not to turn the ball over, trying to get easy ones inside, mismatches on some switches. If St. Thomas continues to switch, you're going to get a lot of mismatches inside. Right there's one inside with Nagel, with McClure on it. They didn't see it.
Three-pointer. Won't go for Jared Nagel. Tip to Malika, who tiptoes the baseline and stays in bound.
Good rebound by Malika. Got bumped, almost got knocked out of bounds.
3.5 to play until halftime.
Fans wanted a foul in that one.
St. Thomas has played with the lead most of the way, trying to go up 2 possessions here. Malika Out for Healy, and they're going to reset here. Healy is open, stepped on the line. The long two won't go. Jared Nagel with another rebound.
There's a rebound, there's a Nagel.
Drive and kick. Jared on the wing, looks for the ball screen. On the other side, it's Sawyer as we move inside of 3 minutes remaining until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll look back at the first half, stats, highlights, analysis, and a recap of the girls' state championship in Division III, which was played on this floor earlier tonight. That's all coming up at halftime. Malika, meanwhile, grabs his 5th rebound for St. Thomas. His club leads by 3.
Had a couple open looks. Just couldn't put them in.
Defender goes down. No whistle, we play on.
They want an offensive foul on the spin move. A little bit of a flop, a little bit.
Patient trip here. Healy, elbow J, won't go. Jared Nagel, his 3rd rebound, comes into the front court. Looking to push. Conant pull it back out as we head towards 2 minutes. Only 4 points in this quarter for the Orioles. Meanwhile, a foul is called.
Gonna call that on maybe.
Coach Morissette didn't like it. It's going to be on DeTola, his first.
That's a good call. I thought maybe they were going to call that on Malika, and that wouldn't have been good for them.
So Manny Hodgson, 6'1 senior, the co-captain. Chance to get his name in the scorer's book here at the free throw line. You see Coach Morissette continuing to work the officials.
And that's what he will do. Good coaches, you know how to talk to them. You don't want to yell and scream. In college, you can kind of yell and scream at them, and they don't really react. High school, they won't take kindly to yelling and screaming.
First free throw good for Hodgson. One more coming.
You got to try and remind him, though. What do you see? We're getting pushed, getting held, we're getting grabbed. You got to see it. Right now, I think the game so far has been pretty clean with the exception of a couple of almost offensive fouls. And McClure's gone quiet just because they've been not letting him get those shots off early. There's a good opportunity.
Rotating fresh defenders on him as well. Here's the lefty from 3 lands. James Allen can't get it. Samaro the rebound. Conant after the stop, now with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this second quarter.
That was a tough shot. Last one down, very tough shot. In traffic.
Saints, pretty good defensive possession here. Being cheered on by the student section. Conant goes inside. Tough fadeaway attempt there for Jordan Nagel. Won't go down. Malika another board.
That's 6 rebounds already.
Down the lane, the freshman McClure. It's an offensive foul.
Head of steam. Was he there? I think he was there. Got to keep your head up if you're McClure. He hadn't had an opportunity to shoot the ball. They've been doing a nice job with that. So you get a little impatient. You want to try and get another basket. I mean, you're shooting well.
It was Manny Hodgson who drew the charge. And now takes the ball in the backcourt, facing full court pressure from the defender, Anthony Setnin.
That was a pretty close call, too. He might have been moving a little bit on that charge stake. There were 3 guys there, though. He should have jump stopped, maybe kicked that ball out, or brought it back out himself to start the offense over.
Final minute, first half. Conant has trailed most of this first half. A chance to retake the lead before halftime. Hodgson thought about it. Finds his teammate at the free throw line who just left it short. Ball is tipped out of bounds. And last touched by Conant.
Fortuitous play, as I like to say. Still got that man full court pressure. Not trying to trap, just trying to wear St. Thomas out. A lot of substitutions, too. Rotating guys in and out, trying to keep them fresh.
Basically every whistle. Final 25 seconds.
This time, if you take the last shot, you want to get a really good shot as your last shot.
McClure in attack mode, 15-foot pull-up, no. Tip back out to the freshman, deep 3. Line drive miss. And a rebound for Hodgson. The senior looking to push, final 10 seconds. Conant, again a chance for the lead. We're down to 5. They lob it inside. Nagel had it poked loose from behind. Setnin goes to the floor. And that will do it for the first half.
Hagel got hit in the head on that one by McClure. Luckily, no foul called here in the last seconds.
It's been a defensive-oriented first half. 15-14 at the break.
Well, not a high-scoring affair so far, but it appears intentional, at least on Conant's side. They're really taking their time offensively. Every time down, they're running 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds off the clock, just pass and cut and trying to get mismatches, I think, a lot on the screen and rolls. They've had a few mismatches where they haven't thrown the ball inside, but I don't know. I think that's the game plan, right? Slow it down and give St. Thomas a few less opportunities to score some of those baskets.
Possessions could be at a premium in the second half.
Absolutely.
Given the extended nature that we've seen so far. 15-14. St. Thomas on top of Conant at halftime. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, a look back at the first half, and a recap of the girls' Division III state championship, which was played here earlier between Hopkinton and Kearsarge. All that and more coming up next. A one-point game at the break. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, halftime here in Keene. We have a one-point game between the top two seeds in Division III. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. You can see we're in a sea of humanity here.
Yeah,
at
we
the
are.
Spalding
Packed.
Gymnasium. It's been a spirited back and forth between these two fan bases. On the floor, it's been a defensive-oriented game.
It has.
So far.
It has. I'm looking at just, the quarter points, and that last quarter, Conant won the quarter 6-4. So, first quarter's 8-11. That quarter essentially was 6-4. Conant wins. They still trail by one. St. Thomas, though, hasn't shot one free throw. So you kind of like to see them maybe attack the basket a little bit more and get some free throws second half. The Conant is trying to wear out the starting group for St. Thomas. They don't play a lot of guys. St. Thomas's rotation is short. So, they're playing right now, I think 6, maybe 7. And McClure, after he went on that crazy barrage early and had 9 points quickly, he hasn't scored since then, so they've done a really nice job trying to keep him under control and contain. But offensively, they're taking so long to do anything. Looking for mismatches on the screen and roll. St. Thomas does like to switch. So you should get mismatches left and right off of pick and rolls. They just haven't thrown the ball inside to those mismatches very often. So going forward, maybe St. Thomas decides to press, do something a little bit different. That flex they run, they haven't run it very much. Going to get some easier shots on cutters down below. But I don't know. I think each coach would be happy if they could get a little more flow offensively going. Right now it's sort of stagnant offensively.
Conant the top seed after a 17-1 regular season campaign that included a December victory over St. Thomas. Hoping for another state championship, the first in 5 years under that man, head coach Eric Saucier. For St. Thomas, been a long time since they last won the championship, March of 1982.
Yeah, it's a long time. We almost had the girls and the guys here together, too. That was very close to happening,
Yep.
the other night.
The St. Thomas girls were the number 1 seed, but fell in the semifinals. Speaking of the girls, earlier today it was Kearsarge over Hopkinton by a score of 38-27. First state championship in over 22 years for the Cougars there. So some history already being made.
Yeah, by a coach who decides to come out of retirement and kind of reignite the excitement of the program.
Yeah.
And he did. He said that as much the other day when we spoke to him, and that's exactly what happened.
So both head coaches addressing the troops in the huddle as we get set for the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this comes out. How do they start? Do they start fast, early? Same kind of a... If somebody gets ahead, though, let's just say St. Thomas gets ahead by more than, 1 point, does Conant change the way they play at that point? You don't have to play from behind and chase. Do you speed it up offensively and try and get some baskets off your break?
Well, how about this? First half was so tight, largest lead either way, just 3 points.
Oh, man. See, this game going to come down to the wire. But we even said, you and I, before the game, that we thought it would be tight, be close. I don't know. I didn't think it'd be this low scoring, though. I thought they'd have a little bit more. There'd be a little bit more offense.
Well, we saw Conant grind out a win in the semifinal back on Tuesday over Kearsarge. That was a 35-30 final. But the halftime score was 15-11. So familiar territory.
That's right.
For Conant here, down a point this time. 15-14 as we begin this third quarter. St. Thomas with the basketball. The teams have switched ends, and the Saints will work left to right here in the second half.
And you're going to try to, contain McClure early. They have a rather large defender on him, Sawyer, guarding McClure this time.
Yeah, they rotated defenders on him in that first half. They drop it down to Cooperwaite, but he can't hit the 2-footer.
Yeah, it's a tough miss.
Rebound goes to LeClaire, and the Orioles get a stop. Now they want the lead. On the low post, Jordan Nagel, inside out. St. Thomas falls back into a man-to-man.
More patience on offense. He had a couple opportunities.
You can see Coach Saucier crouched over on the sideline, calling out the play.
A little backdoor screen for a cut.
Meanwhile, this one off the fingertips of Jared Nagel and turned over.
Can't turn the ball over. If you're going to play that way and you're going to play slow and methodical, you can't turn the ball over.
Sixth giveaway for the Orioles. Meanwhile, a premature whistle here.
You got some shoe tying, I believe, going on over there. The rare shoe tie, Nick.
Yeah.
Let's get the double tie.
Meanwhile, inbound is stolen. The banker, though, won't go for Jared Nagel as he's knocked down. And McClure comes the other way for St. Thomas. First minute in the books here, third quarter. Saints looking for breathing room, up by 1. Skip pass, Allen with a jab, puts it on the deck. Back near side, Settman lets it fly, but it's too strong. And a weak side rebound for LeClaire.
You can tell Allen really wants to let one fly. Left-handed, number 14. Allen, he wants to shoot it. It's just not. I don't know if the confidence isn't there, or they too are trying to slow the game down and move the ball until they get a really easy, good look as well.
Allen was the high man the other night in the semifinal win for St. Thomas.
He was.
Had 15 points, including 3 made three-pointers.
He's only had a couple shots today. I think 1 or 2 looks. That's about it.
Yeah. Third rebound for Cooperwaith comes off the LeClaire miss. And now 2 minutes gone by third quarter. We're stuck on our halftime score of 15-14. McClure sensational in that first quarter with 9 points. Looks for 3 more, but it's too deep. And a rebound pulled in by Jordan Nagel, and again Conant with a chance for the lead.
He doesn't want to try and force it. He shot really well in the first half, but then he didn't get any shots after that. So got to kind of find your groove again, maybe get to the foul line, shoot some free throws.
Jared Nagel, line drive miss. Tries to follow it in the corner, but stepped out of bounds.
I still like to see St. Thomas attack the basket and try and get to the free throw line.
Dylan Thomas, the 6'4 junior, back on the floor to play the middle for Conant. He replaces LeClaire.
And we talked about how fast the game went, too. 28-minute game, no free throws, only maybe one timeout did we have, maybe 2. But Conant shot 4 free throws, St. Thomas none. So let's see if they can get to the line. Maybe
Allen catching fire, 3, off target. Adams the weak side rebound for Conant. Orioles want the lead. They've trailed since the first quarter. Not going to get it here. It's stolen away by Malika.
don't leave your feet when you're trying to pass the ball. Old rule from all time, and it holds up.
Yep.
Stay on the floor. Don't leave your feet.
A lid on the basket for both teams. A good backdoor pass, but goes off the knee of Setnin, and it's turned over.
Offensively, they're kind of doing the same thing, too. Pass and cut. Screen away.
This one blocked. Cooperwaite comes over on the help side defensive effort and got a piece of the basketball. Meanwhile, McClure. Baseline drive, count it, and the foul.
They need McClure right now. They're not finding offense anywhere else.
His first points since the first quarter, and he's the first to double figures now with 11.
There's 11 of their 17 points. They get Conant timeout.
Yep. Coach Saucier wants to talk it over.
They've contained him. I mean, since the first quarter, they've contained McClure. That's just a really good drive to the basket. Not a lot of contact, but hey, guess what? That's their first free throw to shoot.
Very quick first step,
Yes.
especially for a freshman.
Yeah, freshman. He's got a lot to look forward to. St. Thomas does too. They just got to keep him in the program. Hope he doesn't do that whole prep school thing and leave, because he's a very talented freshman.
St. Thomas kind of lost in the wilderness as a program for the better part of 4 decades until Dave Morissette, Exeter native, a lot of coaching experience at various levels, including at the NCAA level, has got the Saints in their first championship game in 42 years, hoping to bring home the bacon. They trailed in the early minutes of the first quarter, but have played with the lead since. And now McClure, a chance for the three-point play, trying to stretch the lead to 4, which would be the largest lead either way. Right-hand free throw is good.
There's our first St. Thomas free throw of the game, and it's a make. No jinx that time, Nick.
A dozen for McClure. Coming up in the midway point, third quarter. Conant looking for their first points since halftime. They go inside, LeClaire outside, ready to fire is Samaro, but it's too strong. And then on the outlet pass, we have a foul after Malika pulled in the board. He was hit on the elbow.
A little bit of frustration. Air ball. I always say no air balls. They have a rule. No air balls. Got to make sure at least you have a chance to get a rebound. Your team does if you hit the rim.
Foul on Jordan Nagel, his first, team second. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. St. Thomas looking for breathing room. Both teams have not strayed from this man-to-man defensive look.
No, their offense very similar. Pass, cut. A lot of backdoor cuts. It's a good screen.
Yes,
Get
it
McClure
is.
open.
McClure is open, and that's in the hole.
That was a great little set, almost a set play, back pick, skip pass, boom, jumper. Who's hot? Who's hot right now? McClure, right? Get him the ball.
Great screen. And as you said.
Yeah, on the replay, there it is. Nice screen, boom, there he is, open for a three.
I think it was Cooperwaite on the screen.
It's only our second three of the game, Nick. When do you see that? We only have 2 threes, and it's both. McClure has both of those threes. We have no other three-point baskets throughout the game.
McClure with 15 points to lead everybody.
15 of their 21. He has more points than Conant does.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Conant has not scored since halftime. The number 1 seed Won the first 17 games out of the gate. Three-pointer here is going to be ruled out of bounds as it skips off the top of the backboard.
Hit the pole.
Pretty good look there for the junior Jared Nagel, but the right-hander couldn't find the touch.
Got a piece of the superstructure.
Yep. Inside of 3 minutes, Coach Morissette back on his feet at the head of the St. Thomas bench, looking to extend this 7-point lead. McClure.
Don't give him an inch right now. Don't give him any space, right? Got to stay.
Fade away. Malika gets the friendly roll.
Shooter's touch, baby.
He was quiet in that first half, scoring the basketball. He doubles his point total from 2 to 4. He has been the high man on the glass with 7 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been rebounding the ball well. They just haven't taken many shots.
Got that one to drop for his team, and the lead is now 9. Meanwhile, an offensive foul is called against Ben Sawyer, who dipped that left shoulder.
I think we're going to get a Conant timeout after that, too. A little stagnant on offense defensively.
Coach Saucier going to use his second timeout of this third quarter to try to stop the bleeding. An 8-0 run here from St. Thomas. They've kept the Orioles, more importantly, off the board through nearly 6 minutes of this third quarter.
That's that play on the last situation there on the charge, too. That's a frustration play. They haven't had any shots, haven't had any good looks, so what do? You just try and go and attack the basket. Good defensive play. He's waiting for him. But you're frustrated, right? You're not getting good open looks right now. They had a couple open threes for the other one of many Nagels who shot the last couple threes, I think, and they didn't go in. I mean, they're not bad looks. They can't get any shots to go in. There's no rhythm. There's no really rhythm or flow right now.
No rhythm, and as Coach Saucier told us, he'd prefer to play with some tempo.
Yeah.
Have the game up in the 60s, but we haven't seen anything really in transition either way.
Why? Well, he wants to play that way, so why did he choose? Why are they playing slow today? Is that how? Did they beat them this way last time when they played a little bit slow, or did they, why are they playing different? Now they're going to come out and press 2-2-1 zone.
And that St. Thomas half-court man has taken some things away.
If you're going to press, though, you got to make sure you try and trap, right? You got to get something out of it. There's your trap.
Second defender is Hodgson, but
too
the pass
easy.
Does get through to Cooperwaite.
Way too easy. You got to trap so that he can't make that pass. Where's my middle? Who's guarding the middle? Here's the flex cut. St. Thomas running that flex. Look for the screen down below. You got to set that back pick. You don't set the back pick, no one's going to be open.
Inside of 2 minutes, third quarter. The Conant student section, dressed in orange and black, chanting defense.
Can run that offense all day long. Got to set the back pick, though. They haven't set the back pick yet, so you're not going to get an open layup on the cut.
No, but I think they're okay with this.
I mean, they'll take it. They're ahead, right?
Yep, 9-point lead and already an extended possession here. Here's Allen going to put it on the deck. Sets up Settinen for 3. Back iron miss, tipped out, loose ball. Jared Nagel is there for Conant. Down the lane, left hand, almost got it to go. Meanwhile, a hard landing for both Malika and Nagel. Some good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, that was good. I'd like to see that. That was a tough shot, though, Nick. Turn 180, try and throw that left hand up, put it in the basket. That's a tough shot.
Reminds you almost of you-know-who, but that's borderline blasphemy, a Jordan-esque.
It was.
If it had gone.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think we can do that.
No. 3 throw up and in. Oh, there it is. Conant finally puts up a point here in this third quarter with just over a minute to go. And Jared Nagel, who has played hard tonight with his first point of the evening. Can't hit the second. Tracked down by Malika.
Oh, travel.
I think it may be a foul away from the ball.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Crowd goes crazy.
Yep, it's on Ben Sawyer. You can see there the reach in from behind.
Oh, that was the foul. The reach before the travel, he called the reach. Okay. That's legit. It was a foul. He hit him on the arm.
That's his third. That's his third. And he's arguably one of Conant's better on-the-ball defenders.
Yeah, he is. He's played good defense on the reach, so he got hit.
Here's the trap. Malika in the post, surrounded, ball poked loose, and Conant has it. Looking to run. Sawyer can't find it. It goes off his back out of bounds.
They are just out of rhythm completely right now.
Right idea, but the junior just could not find the basketball.
Back to the press. Down in the half court, too. They were almost, I think they're trying to trap a little zone in the half court. So they take this 2-2-1 back. Let's see if they turn that into a half court zone as well and try and trap out of that.
McClure gave up the dribble and then dragged the back pivot foot.
What do I always say? Don't pick up your dribble. Don't pick it up until you're ready to pass the ball. Let's see if he slides that back foot.
Oh, yeah. So each team with 8 turnovers as we head inside the final minute of this third quarter. An 8-point lead for St. Thomas. Conant trying to make it a 2-possession game. Sawyer is rejected. Rebound goes to Nagel, and then a foul is called against St. Thomas.
Yeah, that's a good call. Got his hands stuck in there, reaching. Didn't need to reach. Tried to get a jump ball. Great block by Cooperwaite.
It's on Malika. And that is his third, so something to watch.
Yeah, Coach told us that Malika, he may not score a lot of points, but he's a floor leader. He's one of their leaders.
Does a little bit of everything, including handle the basketball.
Yeah, he's a good passer.
Yeah.
Gets his teammates involved. Not selfish at all.
Sneaky athletic. We saw him with an explosive dunk in the semifinals.
Yeah, that was a nice dunk. Be nice to see him get another one of those on a break today.
Down to 20 seconds here. Conant down 8. Orioles look inside. He'll settle with a 3. Won't go down. Malika,
good tip.
Another 9. Rebound, rather, number 9.
Yeah, good tip by McClure, too. I'm going to give him a rebound on that one as well. A tip.
Down to 5 seconds. In a crowd setting in, bodies on the floor, and a foul is called. I believe this is against the Orioles. It comes with less than 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, white foul, 15. So that's on Nagel.
Yep, it's Jordan Nagel's second. And that is team foul number 5.
Yeah, we're shooting free throws in, right?
So 2 on the way for Carson Cooperwaite.
With 1.7 seconds left to go.
Chance to extend the lead to 10 for the first time.
I missed the 1-on-1, Nick. I kind of missed the 1-on-1.
So do I.
1-on-1 was like a nice little pressure shot. Pressure.
Second one, no good. Rebound, Adams heaves it the length of the floor. It's going to end up well short. And that'll do it. St. Thomas holds Conant to just 1 point in that third quarter. They extend the lead to 8 as we head to the fourth. 23-15. Coach Dave Morissette hoping to bring home the bacon for the first time in over 42 years. Can he get it done, or does Conant come back to win their first title since 2019? We find out next. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, here we go. Quarter number 4. Conant with a hill to climb. The top seed trailing by 8, 23-15. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game. Number 1, Conant. Number 2, St. Thomas. And a foul is called as the senior Jordan Nagel on a pretty good drop step hit on his way up. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good call. The last quarter I said where we taught 8-1. The score was 8-1. The Conant scored 1 point in that quarter. You're going to have to now come out more aggressive like that and try and score baskets quick and just play regular basketball. Otherwise you're going to stay behind and you're going to have to climb this uphill battle so long. You've got to attack offensively and be more aggressive, or at least try and get steals, some way to get more easy baskets.
2 for 2 trip there for the senior. He's the first Oriole in double figures with 10. That's his first 2 of the second half. 2-possession game again.
Yes,
23-17, largest St. Thomas lead came in that third quarter of 9 points. Meanwhile, Allen is off. Adams has another rebound off the bench for Conant. Bounce pass, Jordan Nagel stripped on the way up. Cooperwaith ends up with it.
Good play, just took it away from him. Nice play, good hands. Without fouling, that was a great play.
Setting in, good ball fake. Little runner on the baseline is up and in, and that's his first 2 of the night. The junior pushes the lead back to 8. The minute gone by, fourth quarter.
We're going to see if Conant tries to attack a little bit earlier in our quarter, our clock, and not take so much time off the clock.
Three-pointer on the way. Hodgson can't find the touch, and look out. Both Cooperwaith and Adams hit the ground hard, and I believe the foul is coming against Adams.
Yeah, Cooperwaith up for the rebound. Just got bumped a little bit, knocked down. Good rebound, though. But I like that they took that shot, though. They took an open three-point shot. They haven't made a 3 yet, which is very rare in today's game, but they took one.
Yeah. Relatively early in the possession as well.
And that's okay. Right now they have to score points.
Here's the trap. McClure double-teamed at midcourt, and he's bailed out by the veteran head coach, Dave Morissette. Timeout, St. Thomas.
Don't get trapped. Step through the trap. As the trap's coming, freshman, right? So freshman has to see that. As soon as the trap comes, you split it, step through, dribble. Now you've got 5-on-3 after you split that trap, and you should be able to get at least an easy attempt at a shot.
Well, we welcome you inside Spalding Gymnasium here on the campus of Keene State College.
Good and area seat.
It's been a fun day. Earlier we saw Kearsarge defeat Hopkinton on the girls' side for the Division III State Championship. Packed house for that game, and a packed house for this one as well.
It is packed.
And before that, at 1 o'clock Eastern, we saw the Keene State men's basketball team capture the Little East Championship for the 3rd straight year here on this floor.
Huge. So
it's been a fun day. Basketball at all levels here in Keene. Meanwhile, we have a foul. Comes right in front of the St. Thomas bench, and it's against Conant.
Hands are straight up. Let's take a look at that, Wizard. Let's see, there's a hand on the back. Yeah, he had his hand down. You got to keep him up. He brought it down, turned into it. Foul call.
Little contact there with the left arm. So number 3 on Nagel. 1 team foul each way. Nagel, the senior, with his 3rd. Meanwhile, St. Thomas leading by 8. They've been patient with the basketball all night.
Both teams.
Yeah.
Conant a little too patient, I think, because they just haven't been able to generate any kind of offensive flow or rhythm. St. Thomas has a little bit more rhythm offensively than they do, but that's not much more. That's indicative by the score.
Skip pass, Allen to the rim. Can't get it, but a foul is called.
Almost got the finger roll to go in. That was pretty little left-hand finger roll.
Well, Cooperthwaite went down hard after the whistle.
He's going to be sore tomorrow. Remember we talked about last game, right? You don't feel it necessarily as much in the game. You get home, you go, oh, I have a bruise there. How did I get that?
He's gotten thumped a couple of times in this fourth quarter alone.
These could be Allen's first points after.
Meanwhile, Jordan Nagel, back-to-back fouls. He's now got 4 personals. He's been Conant's leading scorer tonight and is 1 foul away from potential disqualification. Meanwhile, the sharpshooter, James Allen, been quiet tonight. He's got his first point at the free throw line. The lefty goes 2 for 2.
Good touch. Nice shooter's touch. Got a 10-point lead, Nick. I don't know. This might be insurmountable at this point, the way they're playing.
It's the largest lead of the night for St. Thomas. Meanwhile, a reach-in foul is called on the junior, Anthony Settman.
Yeah, not a smart foul. Just stay in front.
It's his first.
No reason to foul.
2 team fouls against the Saints.
Well, you don't want to put him at the free throw line, so you want to try and just play good defense without fouling.
Tough bounce pass denied. Ends up in the corner. 3-pointer won't go. Up for grabs. LeClaire, the offensive rebound. And then this one almost went for Jared Nagel, but the junior will head to the free throw line.
Now, the coaching staff over at St. Thomas wants it out of bounds. The ball can hit the top of the backboard. It just can't hit anything else. It's allowed to hit the top, but if it hits the metal on the top or anything else, out of bounds. But it's allowed to hit the top. Sometimes we forget that. We just kind of watch the game and you forget that that's the case.
Free throw good for Nagel. He's 2 for 3 at the line tonight. He's the junior, Jared. His older brother, of course, is Jordan. His younger brother is the freshman, Jaden. Free throw is good. 8-point game again at 27-19. Extended pressure here from Conant. 2.5 gone by, fourth quarter. Malika trying to avoid the trap. Allen with it, baseline drive. Double teamed. Leaves his feet. Bounce pass broken up.
Don't leave your feet.
Ball ends up in the St. Thomas bench and will stay here. Orioles not happy with the call.
Don't leave your feet, right? Stay on the ground. Make a good, solid pass.
Wide open is Allen, but his teammates a little late to recognize it. Pass was late, knocked out of bounds.
He was standing there wide open, waving his left hand. Throw me the ball. I'm open. I'm open, coach.
So the Saints will pull it out. And again, look to use a little clock here. 8-point lead, nearly 3 minutes in fourth quarter. Malika between the legs, leaves it for Cooperthwaite. Cut off. Finds setting it at the free throw line. Jump shot, back iron miss. Loose ball, setting it on the ground. Hodgson in the mix for Conant.
Let's stay here again. Let's stay with St. Thomas, I think.
Is this a jump or a foul?
I think we got a jump ball. Should be a jump ball, right?
Looks like a jump ball. There's a wet spot as well. So jump ball is the call, and St. Thomas has the possession arrow in their favor, so they'll keep it right here. Saints have played with the lead most of the way, trailed by 3 early in the first quarter. Wraparound pass.
Oh, good block.
I think you're right.
Nagel got a piece of that.
This one blocked on the other end by Malika, but a foul first.
Good block by Malika. So a good block down the other end by Nagel. A good block on this end on Malika, although there was a foul.
Little look there at the setting in shot. Still tough to tell.
Did he get him? Didn't see much, right?
Couldn't tell, to be honest. Either way, he did force the miss. We know that. Meanwhile, free throw won't go for Nagel. Jared now 3 for 5 at the line. One more coming as we approach the midway point fourth quarter. Chance to make it a 7-point game.
Running out of time.
Right-hander can't connect. Sawyer kept it alive. McClure pinches down and draws a foul for St. Thomas after securing the rebound.
Good rebound by McClure. Smart play Pretty soon we're going to have a free throw contest here going in the end. Back with the press, but
they got 14 fouls now each way, so both teams up against the limit. Meanwhile, a steal in the backcourt. McClure steals it back for St. Thomas.
Well, they didn't get fouled him. They didn't call a foul either.
Cooperwaite trying to keep it in bounds, does so, just barely. Malika, bounce pass near side, setting in three-pointer, around the rim and out. Rebound number 5 for Jordan Nagel. Conant wants to push. Hudson all the way to the rim. And a foul is called in the lane. He'll shoot 2.
Malika would have stood there. He stood his ground, stayed on his feet. He'd get a charge because there's no way Hodgson was stopping. Check it out.
Yeah, left his feet there at the last moment.
The jump straight up thing, I get it. I know what he's saying, but that's 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a foul. Even if you jump straight up.
Well, they're not actually giving it to Malika. They gave it to Setnin.
Really?
And that's his second.
Oh.
But that foul does put St. Thomas over the limit. So Conant is in the bonus for the remainder of this fourth quarter. 4 minutes and change to go. Hodgson, meanwhile, the co-captain. 2 points in the first half. His first point since. And he makes the most of the trip to the line by going 2 for 2. Timeout on the floor. Midway through the fourth quarter, things tightening up again, as they have a tendency to do in these championship affairs. It's a 2-possession game at 27-21.
Well, right now it's 6-4 this quarter. 6-4. A little more activity from Conant, a little more aggressive trying to get baskets. They're at least taking some of those threes when they're open. Defensively, if they can just get a few more steals and not foul, because now both teams are in the bonus, going to shoot a lot of free throws in here at the end. St. Thomas, though, maybe try and play to get baskets again. Don't play not to lose at this point. Keep playing like you've been playing. Just don't be sloppy with the ball. Don't turn it over.
Conant started the season 17-0. Lost in the regular season finale against Kearsarge. Got revenge against the Cougars with a semifinal win. St. Thomas, they're looking for revenge as well. Their only loss in the regular season came against the Orioles back in December.
Right. So there's a reason they really want to win this game. They upset their undefeated season as well.
And, of course, the bigger goal, bringing home the championship. In St. Thomas's case, for the first time since 1982. Eric Sautier's Orioles looking for their first since 2019.
Good call. Good call. He got bumped about 3 times. And, remind everybody, young people watching the game, don't lob the ball either. Lobbing the ball is just this. If you're playing a team that's quick, you're just setting yourself up for a turnover. Throw the ball sharp, bounce pass, right? Throw the bounce pass. You don't want Rick Pitino to call you and tell you that your team can't throw bounce passes.
Allen, one of the Saints' better free throw shooters, misfires off the back iron.
Yeah, he was 2 for 2 there and we didn't even say anything.
Nope.
We didn't jinx him that time either.
Nope.
Our jinx was in the first quarter, I think, which our jinx is over.
Went 4 for 4 the other night in the semifinal win.
3 for 4.
He's 3 for 4 tonight after that make.
Oh, turned off all over.
Look out, setting in onto the ground. Slid for a moment. Looking at the official. Ball ends up out of play, and we'll go to Conant.
They wanted to travel on that slide. Look how far he slides. After he comes down on the grab, watch him slide. The ball in his hands. Yeah, it's probably a travel.
Yeah, that got so Coach Sautier's attention as he shot up off his seat. On his feet here, trying to coach up the offense.
If he hadn't had possession, if he was bobbling the ball and slid, that's okay. If he had possession, though, and he slid with the ball, that's a travel. Hey. Luckily, they got the ball back.
Right. Inside out, tipped in the air, stolen by McClure, and then a foul against Conant.
And McClure, I'm thinking, he can shoot some free throws.
Yep. Now both teams in the bonus for the final 3:30.
This will probably be the longest quarter we have just because now we're in the bonus. And again, I missed the 1-on-1. It gives a little more pressure and excitement to the game, right? So, making the front end of a 1-on-1 is a big deal. You got to, I don't know. The fact that that's gone bothers me. I don't know why. It just bothers me. Should be there. It's an exciting part of the game.
McClure.
Maybe you make it 1-1 after the 5th foul instead of, up 2. Make it tricky. Give him something exciting.
It's been a very physical game tonight, as our viewers have noted. Free throw up and in.
Yeah, quite a few guys bodies on the ground.
Yeah.
They're getting back up.
A lot of bodies on the ground.
They're getting back up, though, Nick. That's important. If they weren't getting back up, we'd have a problem. They're getting back up, helping each other up, so that's good.
Tough kids on both teams. Wilson, long 2.
Oh, they needed that.
Are they going to count that it's 2 or 3?
Sawyer got a 3 on that one.
See, I thought his foot was on the line.
They got 2 lines right there. Ref held up a 3, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he gave him a 3 on that. 24. He gave him a 3. What do you think from the replay over there? I couldn't see it from here. What do you think?
Well, he's definitely behind the first line.
That's the one that counts.
Yep. So 3 for Sawyer. Pushes his point total up to 7. More importantly, it makes it a 2-possession game again at 30-24, with just over 3 minutes now remaining in regulation.
No, but don't you feel like right now, even though it's 2-possession game, 6 points, don't you feel like 6 points is a big lead?
Oh, yeah.
Right now? It feels like a huge lead. I mean, I know it's not, but it does feel like a big lead.
It sure does. This game has been a defensive grudge match for sure, although it hasn't been that sloppy. When you look at the turnover totals, each team right around the 10 giveaway mark. But
yeah, I got 11-11, so they're even. But
it's been more of a pace issue in terms of patience.
Yes.
With these two teams have the basketball.
A lack of pace, but a lot of patience. Right. Absolutely right. Good call.
Little pressure here from Conant. Out of the timeout, St. Thomas nursing a 6-point lead. Pass broken up in the middle, and it's on the ground again. Got a jump ball here at midcourt. And Conant has the possession arrow in their favor. So the Oriole defense gets it done there.
That's
and freshman. A chance now to cut into this 6-point game.
Freshman ball handling. You got to throw the ball hard. He'll learn. He'll learn not to kind of just lob it down with a bounce pass. You got to zip it to people. Otherwise, you're going to lose the ball. You're going to get it turned over. All right, no unforced errors. That was just, didn't throw the ball hard enough.
Nagel, fade away, up and in. It's Jared, the junior, his first field goal. St. Thomas's lead cut to 4. 2.5 remaining. Double team, Malika whips it near side. Cooperwaith back to Allen. St. Thomas will pull it out.
And they're still not looking to score. They're trying to just kind of take the layup or take the easiest shot they can get at this point.
Meanwhile, Conant attacking the basketball here, but the Saints doing a good job keeping it away.
Foul.
Coach Morissette pumps his fist as his team draws the foul, and it looks like McClure is going to head back to the free throw line here with his team in the bonus.
And I'm okay if they foul him. If I'm Coach Morissette was pretty excited because you're fouling probably your best free throw shooter, and you're okay with that. All right, foul me, foul him. It's okay. You want to try and get a steal, right? Like 6-point lead doesn't feel like much. 2 threes, but
meanwhile, McClure,
he's lights out.
Been perfect at the line, 4 for 4, all in this second half.
He had 1 in the first half on a traditional and 1. Hadn't missed a free throw yet.
Had 9 points in the first half. 10 more here in the second half after that free throw. Teases Conant for a bit as it hung on the rim before it dropped.
I thought the jinx was going to apply that time as soon as we talked about it.
The lead is 6 again. We're down to 2 minutes, fourth quarter. Fade away. Jared Nagel up and in from the baseline. The junior, he's come on in this second half, but he commits a foul here in the backcourt. Coach Saucier rolling his eyes in disagreement.
You didn't like that foul?
The Oriole fans raining down the boos on this 3-man officiating crew.
He got him. He bumped him a little bit, hit him on the arm, bumped him. Let's take another look at it. Let's see.
It's the second foul on Jared Nagel.
Yeah, he fouled him. A little body foul. You almost think he might be trying to foul, too. If you're an official, you would have called he's trying to foul.
McClure misses his first of the night.
Got to make these free throws in the end, right? 4-point game. Got to make free throws.
The freshman has been sensational, leading all scorers with 19. Can he get to 20 here? Trying to push the lead to 5, and he does. So 33-28. Clock a major factor at this point as we creep inside of a minute 45. St. Thomas looking for a stop. Their fans chanting defense. Hodgson drive and dump. Up top.
He'll take that shot.
Sawyer is cut off. And a carry is called on the baseline.
Oh, the rare carry. Did he bring that with him a little too far down the baseline? Might have. Yep. Turned it over. Brought it back.
Right in front of veteran official Romstanaki. Allen for Malika for 2 and the foul.
And the and one. The traditional and one. You can't raise your hand in the air anymore like you didn't foul them. You fouled them.
It's a big dagger here with a minute 19 remaining. A strong finish by the senior, William Malika, who's played spectacular all season long for St. Thomas.
And there's no confusion there. You fouled them. Don't raise your arms. You fouled them. Take ownership.
Just
don't let them make it.
Foul against Jared Nagel. Malika completes the three-point play.
Yeah, we went from a 4-point lead a minute ago or seconds ago to now an 8-point lead.
Yeah, big swing here with inside of a minute and a half remaining. 1:19 to be exact. Timeout on the floor. Conant in their quest for a title for the first time since 2019.
Yes, 2000. You said that earlier.
Going to have to do it now from behind here and really fight a two-front war, so to speak, against St. Thomas and the clock as we're down to 79 seconds.
The clock has not been anybody's friend because of the way they're playing today. Well, I guess that's not true. The clock has been the friend of St. Thomas at this point. Because now, if you're Conant, you're going to have to take some threes. You're going to have to find a way to get quick shots, easy, quick baskets. Open threes, though. Take them. They've had a couple. Take them, right? Then maybe they can come back. They've pretty much just sort of forgot about the three-point shot. They've made one. Isn't that how we play now, right? The game is sort of played that way. Threes, right? You get open looks, you take them. They've made one.
Credit St. Thomas. They've done a good job on the perimeter. Out of that half-court man, we expected them to switch a lot. They have effectively, and they've also denied the entry pass as well, as Conant has not gotten anything on the low block. Here's a three-pointer short. LeClaire tries to keep it alive and does so. Threw it off the defender.
Good rebound.
And a heads-up play by the senior.
Got to hit the rim, though. We got to make some of those baskets. You got to get some. If you got an open look, you got to be able to make those.
Minute 6 remaining. Down to 1 minute. Hodgson, 16-footer, short. Malika's 10th rebound. Now McClure in the backcourt. Conant going to have to foul, down by 8. Malika trying to go around the defender, threw it up near the rim.
Yeah, he's getting 2 shots no matter what.
Yep. Foul will send him to the free throw line with 47 seconds remaining. Coming up after the game, live coverage of the on-floor celebration, the award ceremony, plus stats and highlights, of course. Full game recap as well. That's all coming up after the game. So Malika working on a double-double. Knocks down the free throw. 8 points, 10 rebounds unofficially. 6 of those 8 coming in this second half. Misfires there. Conant going to have to hurry.
Got to get quick shots, screens, boom, shot, threes.
Inside of 40 seconds. It's a 9-point game. Jared Nagel to the rim. Leaves it short, but a late whistle.
Yeah, really late. He got fouled early.
He's going to send him to the free throw line. He was knocked down on the play.
Oh.
We're down to 34 seconds. A little bit of taunting coming from the St. Thomas student section.
Yeah, I got to say they're not allowed to do it, but, I mean, come on. We're way too sensitive these days, aren't we? Everybody's too sensitive.
Well, there's somebody over there, I believe, from the St. Thomas athletic department
I think so.
Who quelched that pretty quickly.
I know, but you know what? We're just, again, it's okay. They're kids.
All right.
We're way too sensitive. Everybody.
I agree.
Well, I know
you know,
agree.
1 for 2 trip. And what do we have here?
Timeout,
I think you're right. A rebound for Cooperthwaite, and then
timeout.
A timeout from Coach Morissette.
Which is a good timeout because you know they're going to have to foul right away. So you want to make sure you get the ball in McClure's hands, Malika's hands. You know, they shot the ball fairly well. Allen's a 3 for 4. He's a good free throw shooter. So if you got guys in on the bench or guys that aren't in right now that can shoot free throws, right, now's the time to get them in.
Well, it's been a defensive-oriented ball game. Back and forth first quarter. St. Thomas put the clamps on Conant in the second quarter, holding the Orioles. I guess they allowed 6 in that second quarter. It was a 1-point game at the break, 15-14. And then St. Thomas really put the clamps on Conant in the third quarter, holding the Orioles to just 1 point.
The 8-1 quarter, Nick. The 8-1 quarter.
And earlier in this fourth quarter, pushed the lead up to 10. It is now 8 with less than 33 seconds remaining.
Well, at least, I mean, Conant scored some points this quarter. They have 14 points this quarter. But so does St. Thomas.
Right.
So they played even. A lot of free throws. You know, St. Thomas, I don't think didn't shoot a free throw in the first half, and now they've shot, I think, 14 free throws.
Yeah, both teams have been in the bonus the last 4 minutes. McClure into the front court. Up ahead for Allen. He's on the low block, but doesn't shoot. Into the corner, Malika. Trying to avoid the double team. Clock ticking, and now the foul is given to stop the clock with 20 seconds.
I thought Cooperthwaite was fouled down the other end before the timeout, but I must have missed that.
He was not. The timeout came
before that?
Before the foul. So that allows St. Thomas to run some more clock here, and they grind the gears down to 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think this game's about over.
Cooperthwaite. It's the free throw.
Conant with a really good effort. I think he had a game plan. They stayed with it the entire time, and they stayed close. It's just that they just couldn't get enough points in the end.
Final 15 seconds. It's a 9-point game. Adams inside out. LeClaire pump fake 3-pointer up and in. 6-point game.
That was a good looking shot. They needed that.
First points tonight for LeClaire, and an immediate timeout comes from Saucier.
That's 6 points.
He's on the sideline.
2 threes, right? You got to foul immediately.
Yep. So not quite done yet. 8 seconds.
You got to foul somebody. You deny everyone the ball. Inbounds who's a good free throw shooter. Make him throw the ball to Cooperthwaite. He hasn't shot the ball free throw wise very well. He hasn't shot very many shots at all. But I give a 6-point play. I don't think we have that, but got a 4-point play. We get fouled on a 3. Still, clock is not in Conant's favor.
Where's your old friend Reggie Miller when you need him?
I know, right?
8 points, 18 seconds.
You know what that is, too? That clock stopping business, too. So they make the shot, take the ball out of bounds, clock stop, foul. Our clock doesn't stop after made, so you can.
High school rules are different.
Yeah, it's so different, but he was able to do that.
All right, Malika, the inbounder. He's unguarded. His pass tipped away in the corner.
Oh, go.
And last touch by McClure.
Yeah.
It's LeClaire who forces the issue, and Conant's going to have the basketball.
I don't think that was the case, but.
The second goes off the clock, so the Orioles have it.
It was an interesting call. But okay.
LeClaire, the inbounder. Conant needs to hurry. In it goes Hodgson, catching fire. 3-pointer, short. Loose ball in the paint. Put up by Adams. He scores it, but that is going to do it. The 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship belongs to St. Thomas as the Saints party on the court with their fans. Their first championship since 1982. They led most of the way, held off a final push by Conant in the final minutes. But too much St. Thomas tonight.
Yeah,
and Coach Morissette's club gets the job done for the first time since 1982 by a final score of 38-34.
Well, that was it. I mean, game plans on both sides were to try and, I think, slow the game down a little bit. Neither team wanted to run. Both teams were confident and content to play in the half court, which is what they did. They kept the score down low. 38-34 final score is a very low score now. Very few three-pointers. We looked at the stats, and that last one by Leclerc gave them 2 for the game, and we only had 2 from McClure. So we had 4 threes in a game now that is played outside in. This game was played just differently. Slow down and see who can last the longest and maintain the lead and win at the end. It was a very different old school game. Very different.
Which I'm sure sits well with you, right?
I like a little more speed. I like a little more pace. I don't mind teams running offense. I'm okay with that. And I do like, say, a team like Pinkerton that goes inside, that can go inside and out. You don't have to play outside and in.
Right.
But in terms of the way they played today, and it was just a little bit. We don't know enough about their regular season. What their game was like the first time. What was the final score? How did they play it? Did he play like that?
It was a similar final score actually. 39-35, flipped the other way in favor of Conant.
So Conant they had a plan, and they used that before, and it worked. And he did say he liked to get up and down, right? So, but the plan worked last time. So now we know. Now I know where he kind of got that idea. It just happened to go St. Thomas's way. McClure was the MVP of that game early, especially.
Yeah, he set the tone tonight. The freshman had 9 points in the first quarter.
I think he finished with 21, I think?
I got him for 20.
20?
But again,
I think he missed a free throw. You're right. So
that's unofficial, but either way, you're a freshman at the varsity level. I don't care where, I don't care when. You're putting up 20 under the spotlight.
Yeah, in the championship game.
Championship, that's noteworthy.
And this is by far the biggest crowd that they played in front of the entire year. I mean, I'm sure the game was, against each other was probably had a nice crowd, but not like this.
No. Nearly 3,000 on hand here at the Spalding Gymnasium on the campus of Keene State College, who does just a great job every year hosting this event. Of course, earlier tonight on the girls' side, we saw Kearsarge capture the Division III championship over Hopkinton by a final score of 38-27. And then here in the boys' final, it's St. Thomas by a final score of 38-34.
Yeah, it was a fun night to watch. Watch Coach Morissette come down from the college level and win a championship at the high school level. I don't know if he ever won one at the college level before, but I know that Riviere, where he coached, were competitive, had good teams.
Yep.
So it's just, basketball, again, like I said earlier, is supposed to be fun, right? So just because you lost, they got here, they worked hard, they had a good season, got a lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
And on the Conant side, that's what I mean. They and I guess, now you tell me that score too, I should have known that he had a strategy, and they tried. They only lost by 4. So the strategy was working. It's just that St. Thomas made they got some timely steals. They made some shots that, just at the right time, and just were able to maintain their lead once they got it.
The lead grew up to as many as 10 in the fourth quarter, and I think you said so at the time. That's a tough hill to climb.
Yes, in game,
the final frame.
Yeah. Considering a 6-point lead that you and I both thought that was a big lead in this game.
Right. So Conant, under longtime head coach Eric Saucier, they accept their silver medals and now make room here on the stage for the champs, St. Thomas. A 16-1 regular season, the only loss to Conant back in late December.
They avenge their loss.
And they close out the season, regular season and postseason, with a combined 14-game win streak, including the victory tonight.
Yeah, you got to be happy with that.
And there it is, the hardware.
So an early season loss, and teams always get better, right? If you get better, that means you've done something right. Your players are doing something right. They're buying into your system, and, they win the championship.
They'll graduate 5 seniors in June, but bring back some key pieces. Of course, Cole McClure, the freshman, led the way tonight, scoring the basketball. They will miss Smolika, obviously. They'll miss Cooperthwaite. Owen Hawkins, a senior. James Allen, the sharpshooter. He'll graduate as well. And Declan Healy played a few key minutes tonight off the bench. He will graduate. But still, the future pretty bright for St. Thomas As long as Coach Morissette wants to keep putting in some work here.
Yeah, when your leading scorer is a freshman, he gets 20 in the championship game, and you know he's coming back. He was excellent. Malika was excellent. Everybody that played. Cooper's-Thwaite rebounded well, played really good defense.
Yep.
But then again, Conant, if you think about it, Conant only gave up 38 points. That's it.
Yeah.
So they played good defense, too, the whole game. Really good defense to only give up 38. They lost, but they played really good defense. They stayed with their game plan, and they kept the game close. They just couldn't finish in the end and win it, but they should be proud, like I said. But St. Thomas they played really well, shot well in the end, made free throws.
Congratulations to them. They are your 2023 Division III champs on the boys' side. A lot of folks to thank here, including Abe and his staff at Keene State. Always a pleasure for us to make the journey out here every February. It's run about as well as it can be run at that level. We appreciate Gabe and his staff for sure. Of course, we were in conjunction tonight with the NFHS Network, Don Boyle and his crew, every postseason. Love working with those guys as well. And we appreciate both Coach Saucier and Coach Morissette for speaking with us earlier in the week, back on Tuesday night. And of course, the NHIAA, it's a sanctioned event. And the president was on the scene bright and early here, Jeff Collins. Appreciate him and his staff as well. Of course, the whole thing, none of it happens without the hard work of our videographers.
That's right.
Kat Doyle.
They were on fire tonight. They are on fire.
Extra hard before the game to get us all set up. And, of course, brought in some outside help as well from Josh Lebrecht, who was down there in the trench on the baseline. Appreciate that.
We got some super subs.
Yeah. And, of course, the whole thing orchestrated by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios, overseen by the executive producer, Steve Beals, down in the Sunshine State. For my partner, Justin Gorham, my name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, St. Thomas 38, Conant 34. This has been a presentation of the 2024 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division III State Championship game. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.